We're here at Rudd Field. My name is Nick McGann, and on the call, one of the top teams in the conference versus one of the bottom teams in the conference. Now, you never know how these games are going to play out, with the Minutewomen at 7-2 right now, while the Bonnies come in at a interesting record of 0-7-4. Now, in the preseason polls, just to see where these teams have gone as to where they've been, UMass was selected 10th in the A10 preseason poll out of 14 teams. This team has greatly exceeded these expectations so far under a new head coach in Jason Doyak. The St. Bonaventure Bonnies were selected tied for 12th in the preseason poll. The team is currently in 13th and one of two teams in the A10 yet to have a win this season. They will happily try to turn that around today. St. Bonaventure is in their dark gray, kind of a heather gray kit, while UMass is in their standard home kits in the mostly white with the maroon accents. They don't have anyone forward, so it's tough to play up too much. Only the captain, number 7 for the Bonnies, Mariah Marraro, was able to provide anything, but it will be a Minutewoman ball. That's a dangerous place to give away a free kick in the 9th minute. Looks like Loxton will be the player to take the kick. Hip will be a close short outlet, but UMass will take 6 players in the box, so expect some streaking runs. Bollier has it. And a contested battle there for possession of the ball. Still for the Minutewoman. And a nice cross in there with a bit of a tough angle there. If there had been a player on there, that may have been a bit of trouble. Hip with it now. She has players on either side. Hip will try to take it herself. She's getting past a couple defenders. Does take some contact. No call. For those college sports aficionados, there is the MAC with 1A and the MAC with 2As, and both these teams have played teams in both of those conferences. And it's worth noting, in the MAC with 1A, St. Bonaventure lost to both Buffalo and Kent State by a score of 1-3 and 1-2. UMass had that offensive explosion at home against Eastern Michigan, winning that game 6-1. In the MAC with 2As, UMass lost to Siena in the 89th minute, 1-2. The Bonnies hosted Canisius, earning a 2-2 draw, and lost to the Niagara Purple Eagles 0-1. But if you look at this St. Bonaventure record, 0-7-4, you got to wonder how they got there. Now, to start the season, St. Bonaventure had to score 3 goals in the second half, including an 88th minute goal to get that first tie against Binghamton to start the season. The team also needed to score 2 second half goals to tie with UMass Lowell. Kent State, that MAC opponent with a single A, was able to win the game in a 87th minute on the road. And 3 of the losses for St. Bonaventure have come in OT to Cornell, Wright State, and Niagara. And 2 of the last 3 games, including the start of conference play against VCU, the team let in 3 goals. So St. Bonaventure would love to get that first elusive win. Not sure when it'll come, but with 4 ties, you'd think sooner rather than later for the Bonnies. We'll see if it comes against one of the top teams currently in Atlantic 10 play in the Minutewomen. Danger's not out yet, as Hip will try to send it in. Frisk almost had it, and the ball will go just wide of the post there. Try to find Frisk, and a nice little pass. Loxton has it, and a great save for the Bonnie goalie. Great save, Lauren Malcolm. Bollier has it. She'll try to send it in, and another good shot and another good save for the Bonnies. A nice shot there, and that'll be a nervous moment for Bollier, almost connecting there. Hip will play it off. That's Bollier. She'll take it herself, and a good save there, and that was the kind of shot that will really trouble the goalie. Nice jumping save there by Lauren Malcolm. Try to confuse the goalie. A nice strong bat down. The ball bounces around the box. Still not out of danger yet. And St. Bonaventure finally clears their lines. Schwartz has it. Try to get it to Hip. Hip gets by a few players. Good to Doster there. And another deflection. UMass has got to be wondering what they have to do in the 30th minute. And that will be the end of the first half here. The chances decidedly in the Minutewomen's favor, but nothing quite came out of it just in this period. So got to give credit to the goalie for St. Bonaventure, Lauren Malcolm. keeping this as a 0-0 game, but it is 0-0 or 0-0 here at Rudd Field for UMass and St. Bonaventure. We'll be back for the second half of play. You are watching this A10 women's soccer matchup streaming exclusively on ESPN+. We'll see you after this for half two. UMass would love to get a couple of goals now as the game's still 0-0 in the 55th minute, as there's some driving pressure now into the Bonnies' third. That'll do. Like magic, you saw the defense kind of break down. The goalie for the St. Bonaventure Bonnies, Lauren Malcolm, couldn't quite gather it. And UMass will take a 1-0 lead right now. The bench is loving it for the Minutewomen.